Have you ever felt trapped in a constant loop? You scroll endlessly, jumping from one app to the next, yet you never truly feel satisfied. You are never truly present. It is like your brain is buzzing, but your body is exhausted. Deep down, you know there's supposed to be more to life than this digital hum. If that sounds familiar, you are absolutely not alone. Millions of us are feeling this exact same disconnect. It is easy to blame yourself. Perhaps you whisper that you are just lazy or that you lack discipline. Maybe you think everyone else seems to manage just fine. But let me tell you, this is not about laziness. This is not a moral failing. You are not broken. What you are experiencing is a perfectly natural response to an unnatural environment. This environment is designed to constantly bombard your brain with tiny hits of instant gratification. It endlessly taps into your body's most powerful reward system, dopamine. Our brains are magnificent, ancient machines trying to navigate a brand new world. Sometimes they just get overwhelmed. Let us talk about Sarah for a moment. Sarah used to love her work. She was a graphic designer, full of creative energy. She was always sketching ideas in her notebook. But lately, when she looked at her design software, she just felt a heavy, dull ache. The once vibrant colors on her screen seemed muted and lifeless. Her apartment was a silent testament to her exhaustion. Unwashed mugs stacked next to the sink, a film of dust on the coffee table, and a faint smell of stale takeout were common sights. She would wake up feeling as if she had not slept at all. The phantom glow of her phone already called to her from the bedside table. She would grab it, scroll through social media, read the news, and check emails. She did anything to escape the quiet dread of the morning. By noon, she felt drained, her eyes gritty, and her focus a fractured mess. Even simple tasks felt monumental, like trying to lift a car with a single hand. What was happening to Sarah, and perhaps to you too, is a subtle but profound shift in brain chemistry. Imagine your brain has an internal CEO, your prefrontal cortex. This CEO is responsible for planning, making decisions, focusing, and pushing through challenging tasks. Now, imagine this CEO relies on a steady, calm stream of good information and a clear desk to do its job. But what happens when that CEO is constantly interrupted? What if it is bombarded by loud, flashing notifications, endless streams of bite-sized content, and the instant rush of likes and comments? Our brains release dopamine, a powerful neurotransmitter, when we anticipate a reward. Historically, this rewarded us for finding food, connecting with our tribe, or learning something new and useful. It motivated us to do the hard work needed for survival. But today, dopamine is hijacked. Every notification, every new email, every social media refresh, every binge-watch episode provides a quick, easy hit. It is like a sugary snack for your brain. It feels delicious in the moment, but ultimately leaves you hungrier and less nourished than before. Your brain starts to expect these quick fixes, these tiny explosions of pleasure. It struggles to find joy in the slower, deeper, more meaningful activities that truly sustain us. When your prefrontal cortex, your brain's CEO, is constantly distracted by these quick dopamine fixes, it loses its ability to focus on long-term goals. It becomes harder to make healthy choices. It becomes harder to resist impulse. You might find yourself saying you will just check one more thing. Then 2 hours have vanished. This constant state of overstimulation does not just affect your focus. It also impacts your brain's internal smoke detector, the amygdala. Normally, the amygdala alerts you to real danger, but when your system is always on edge, always anticipating the next digital reward or social validation, your amygdala can become hyperactive. This leads to increased anxiety, irritability, and a feeling of being constantly overwhelmed. Sarah felt this acutely. The silence of her apartment, which once soothed her, now felt heavy and burdensome. She knew she should be working on that big project. It was the one that truly excited her when she started, but the effort felt unbearable. Instead, she would find herself opening her phone again, scrolling through photos of perfectly curated lives. She felt a pang of inadequacy, then a quick, fleeting rush of distraction. This cycle reinforced itself, making it harder and harder to break free. Her creativity, her passion, her very sense of self felt dulled, lost beneath the digital noise. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. Just as it learned to crave these instant dopamine hits, it can learn to resensitize itself to the quieter, deeper joys of life. This is not about permanent deprivation. It is about a reset, a recalibration, giving your brain a chance to breathe again. You can reclaim that sense of vibrant purpose. The Breathe Again protocol offers 3 powerful tools to help you do just that. First, the quiet hour ritual. This is not about endless digital detoxes. It is about intentional, protected time. For the first hour after you wake up and the last hour before you go to sleep, commit to absolutely no screens. No phone, no television, no laptop. Why it works. This simple boundary creates sacred space. It allows your brain's CEO, your prefrontal cortex, to wake up and wind down without the immediate flood of external demands. It gives your mind a chance to transition gently. It lets you process thoughts or simply just be. How to start today. Charge your phone outside your bedroom. In the morning, instead of reaching for it, brew some tea, stretch, or simply watch the sunrise. Before bed, read a physical book, write in a journal, or just sit in quiet reflection. Begin with 15 minutes, then gradually increase to an hour. The beauty of the quiet hour ritual lies in its consistency. When you begin your day with intention, free from the external pressures of emails and social feeds, you are essentially telling your brain, "Today, I am in charge." This small act of self-control immediately strengthens your prefrontal cortex. Think of it like a warm-up exercise for your brain's executive functions. Instead of a sudden jolt into overwhelm, your mind gets a gentle ramp-up. This allows your focus to develop naturally. It helps reduce the morning dread and replaces it with a sense of calm readiness. Over time, you will find your sleep quality improves. Your brain has a chance to fully disengage from stimulation before drifting off. Blue light from screens, as many of us now know, disrupts melatonin production. This makes it harder to fall asleep and achieve deep restorative rest. By creating this digital twilight, you are inviting peaceful sleep. This, in turn, profoundly impacts your mood, energy, and cognitive function the next day. This ritual is not just about avoiding screens. It is about embracing a mindful beginning and end to your day. It sets a powerful precedent for how you navigate the hours in between. Second, the effortful joy quest. This involves actively seeking out activities that require effort and focus. These activities offer a deep, authentic reward rather than an instant, superficial one. Why it works. By engaging in activities that demand sustained attention and provide a sense of accomplishment or genuine connection, you retrain your brain to value delayed gratification. You build new neural pathways that reinforce intrinsic motivation. This boosts your sense of purpose and self-worth. How to start today. Think of something you used to love doing but stopped. Maybe it is painting, playing an instrument, gardening, or cooking a complex meal. Perhaps it is even going for a long walk in nature without your headphones. Commit to 30 minutes of this activity each day for the next week. Notice the feeling of satisfaction, the quiet hum of your creative spirit reawakening. Sarah started sketching again. The charcoal felt satisfyingly rough against the paper. The effortful joy quest directly counters the dopamine hijack. When dopamine is released for instant, low-effort rewards, our brains become accustomed to that easy hit. The challenge then is to resensitize our system to the rewards that truly matter. Imagine the difference between scrolling through pictures of delicious food versus actually preparing a meal from scratch. You can savor the aromas, the textures, and the ultimate taste. The former is a fleeting digital flicker. The latter engages multiple senses, requires sustained attention, and culminates in a profound sense of accomplishment and nourishment. This is intrinsic motivation at play. When you dedicate yourself to a hobby, learn a new skill, or contribute to a community project, the reward is not just the end product, it is the journey itself. It involves overcoming challenges, developing mastery, and feeling genuine connection or creation. These are the deep, nourishing forms of dopamine release that build resilience, foster creativity, and provide lasting satisfaction. They help your brain understand that true joy often lies beyond the immediate. It requires patience, effort, and presence. It is about actively cultivating a life where your brain looks forward to engaging in meaningful activities rather than passively waiting for the next digital ping. Third, the mindful pause practice. Throughout your day, set a silent alarm for every 90 minutes. When it rings, close your eyes for just 60 seconds. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. Notice the sounds around you. Feel your feet on the floor. Pay attention to the rhythm of your breath. Why it works. This is not just a break. It is a moment of conscious reconnection with the present. It interrupts the automated loop of digital engagement and stress. This allows your amygdala, your internal smoke detector, to calm down. It brings you back into your body and grounds you in reality. It gives your brain a chance to reset its focus. How to implement this? Set those alarms. When one goes off, truly pause. Do not try to clear your mind. Just observe what is. This small act of mindfulness builds resilience. It reminds you that you have control over your attention, even on the busiest of days. The mindful pause practice is your secret weapon against constant overstimulation. Our days are often a blur of tasks, notifications, and rapid-fire information consumption. This relentless pace keeps our sympathetic nervous system, our fight-or-flight response, in a constant state of low-grade activation. This explains why your amygdala, your brain's smoke detector, can become hyperactive. It leads to that feeling of chronic anxiety and irritability. The 60-second mindful pause acts as a micro reset button. It gently nudges your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest response, to take over. By focusing on your breath and sensory input, you are pulling your awareness away from the digital noise. You bring it back into your body, into the here and now. This conscious shift reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and helps regulate your amygdala. It is a powerful reminder that you have agency over your attention and emotional state. Imagine a circuit breaker for your brain. Before you get completely overwhelmed, you hit the reset. These short, consistent pauses accumulate. They build a stronger capacity for sustained focus, emotional regulation, and overall mental well-being throughout your day. They are like small anchors, grounding you in the present moment, even amidst the most turbulent digital seas. These are not quick fixes. They are profound shifts in how you interact with your world. They are steps towards reclaiming your focus, your energy, and your joy. Imagine Sarah now. She still has her phone, but it no longer controls her. She opens her design software with a renewed sense of anticipation. Her sketchbook is filled with fresh ideas. The heavy silence in her apartment has given way to a peaceful quiet. It is punctuated by the rustle of turning pages or the soft hum of music. She is not just surviving, she is thriving. So what does the future hold? It depends on the choices we make today. Let us consider 2 possible paths. First, the worst case scenario if we continue down the road of digital overstimulation. Second, the best case scenario if we choose to embrace practices like the Breathe Again protocol. In the worst case scenario, if we ignore this growing disconnect, The digital hum simply becomes a deafening roar. Our brains, already struggling to keep up, will become even more overwhelmed. Imagine a constant state of brain fog. Clear thought feels like trying to see through a dense mist. Productivity plummets not because of laziness, but because our prefrontal cortex, our internal CEO, is perpetually distracted and exhausted. This leads to missed deadlines, poor decision-making, and a pervasive feeling of underperformance. The anxiety and irritability we described will intensify. This manifests as chronic stress, sleep disorders, and potentially more serious mental health challenges like depression. Creativity, which thrives on periods of quiet contemplation and focused effort, will wither. Our relationships might suffer too. We become less present with loved ones, constantly pulled away by the siren song of our devices. We might find ourselves perpetually restless, seeking yet never finding true satisfaction. Our brain's reward system is so skewed towards fleeting digital hits that real-world joys feel dull and insufficient. This path leads to a life where we are constantly reacting, never truly creating. We always feel behind, losing touch with our authentic selves. We become trapped in an endless, unsatisfying loop. The digital tools meant to serve us will have effectively enslaved us. They leave us drained, disconnected, and deeply unfulfilled. However, the best case scenario, the path opened by embracing the Breathe Again protocol, offers a truly transformative future. Imagine a life where your focus is sharp, your energy is consistent, and your creativity flows freely. By implementing the quiet hour ritual, you start and end your days with calm intention. This gives your brain the mental space it needs to plan, process, and truly rest. This leads to improved sleep, reduced morning anxiety, and a clear head ready to tackle meaningful work. The Effortful Joy Quest reignites your passion for life. You rediscover hobbies, pursue new skills, and engage in activities that provide deep, authentic satisfaction. Your brain learns to value delayed gratification again. This strengthens your intrinsic motivation and boosts your self-worth. You will find yourself drawn to challenges, not shrinking from them. The reward of mastery and accomplishment becomes far more appealing than any instant digital hit. This renewed sense of purpose translates into greater fulfillment in all areas of your life, from your career to your personal relationships. And with the mindful pause practice, you build resilience against daily stressors. Those 60-second resets become powerful moments of self-regulation, calming your amygdala and preventing overwhelm. You gain greater control over your attention. This allows you to be truly present when it matters most, whether in a conversation with a friend or while working on a critical project. This future is one where technology serves as a valuable tool, not a relentless master. Your brain's CEO is back in charge. It makes wise decisions, prioritizes long-term goals, and experiences the true, vibrant tapestry of life. You are not just surviving. You are thriving, connected, creative, and deeply, genuinely happy. The crucial truth remains: your brain is incredibly adaptable. Just as it learned to crave instant dopamine hits, it can learn to resensitize itself to the quieter, deeper joys of life. This is not about permanent deprivation. It is about a reset, a recalibration, giving your brain a chance to breathe again. You can reclaim that sense of vibrant purpose. You have the power to create this same shift. It is not about abandoning technology. It is about mastering your relationship with it. It is about choosing intention over impulse. It is about reminding your amazing brain that true joy is not found in a fleeting notification. It is found in the rich, vibrant tapestry of your own lived experience. By embracing these simple, powerful practices, you are not just resetting your dopamine, you are reclaiming your identity. You are giving yourself permission to breathe again. If this resonated with you, if you are ready to reclaim your focus and joy, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Let us build a community that chooses intention over impulse and vibrant living over digital noise.